For many Harry Potter fans, Severus Snape is their favorite character in the entire franchise. And I'm one of those people who believe that Alan Rickman played the role to perfection. So when they casted a brand new actor to play Severus Snape in the HBO remake that's coming up, I'm not gonna lie, much like this commenter, I was a little taken aback. Problematic individuals aside, some people do have legitimate concerns with Severus Snape having a different skin color in the remake. Most notably that it recontextualizes the bullying that he suffered at the hand of the Marauders, and it also kind of muddles the white nationalist undertones you would find in the Death Eaters within the original series. But after thinking about it for quite a long time, this change kind of works for a modern retelling. Let's get the most problematic point out of the way first. Snape is never bullied because of bigoted reasonings. The wizarding world is framed as a place that has moved beyond our sense of bigotry. It doesn't really matter what race or gender you are. What matters to most of the bigoted people within Harry Potter is your bloodline, with the story itself using this as an allegory in order to condemn such practices. If only some people remember the point of their goddamn books. So the Marauder aspect doesn't really suffer because of this unless you choose to read that far into it. As for his ties to the Death Eaters, this is where things get interesting. Because nowadays, a young person is less likely to be radicalized by seeing somebody goose-stepping through the streets, and more likely to be radicalized by being told that they are an outcast. This would mean that a more modern take on Snape wouldn't be a sympathizer to an angry mustache man from Germany. In order for this to make sense to the younger demographic that this is aimed at, it makes far more sense to make Snape essentially a red-pilled individual. Somebody who was bullied day in and day out and found community within problematic spaces, to the point where he starts parroting the problematic rhetoric and alienating all the people that he loves. And sad to say, young black men are not immune to this pipeline. And with this casting, it doubles down on the fact that you don't have to be some out-of-touch white person in order to be successfully led down the red pill pipeline. Because lest we forget, Snape is just as much a mudblood as the people who he rallies against. This casting adds a little bit of subtext that you can be against your own self-interest and progress in the name of just wanting to sound different. But as always, that's just my opinion. As always, I want to hear from you guys. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character and what house do you rep? Leave it in the comments, let me know.